What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. Welcome in. Listen, you guys, what the hell is going on here, boy? We're trying to get something going on here. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. Welcome in. This is Yescar. My name is Neverpine, the official voice of Yescar. We hope you guys are having a good night. Everything sound good on my end? Let us know. We are live here on the Tiki Talkie app. We're live on the purple app and live on the red app. Riding on board with our leader in the 30 and the Pontiac. That's going to be John Gregg. On the outside in the 85, that's J-Cam. You did not miss any of the action here from Michigan. We are at lap 5 of 75. Riding on board with our race, Yescar.com official pace car. The official name on the car is Nick Giles. He is off. Let's ride back on board with our leaders as they're about to go green flag racing here at Michigan. The green flag is out. John Gregg is off in the 30. He has a good run now. The second place car, J-Cam, in the 85. He drops back down in the second. Joe Sullivan and Kel Spicer battle it out for third. Side by side in the beautiful 66, the Canadian Nightmare himself, Kel Spicer on the inside line, trying to make it work. Up high, you have the 15 of Joe Sullivan. He's there. Oh, good Spicer. Oh, he squeezes in there. Spicer gets it. Falling in behind him in the 3. That's Matthew Hott. Matthew Hott in there trying to get in, stay inside the top 5. He's got Keegan Fleckenstein on his rear. John Gregg in the 30 pins the old Pontiac. He has the lead here early on at Michigan. This is the Michigan Legacy setup, the 2009 configuration. A much slicker track, especially in these son of a guns. Oh my God. Woohoo, go Bay. He's currently in 8th place. That is going to be our driver of the 50, Ryan Q. Fleming. We're going to ask the fans, please sit down in this section here. We're trying to get a better angle. Lap 8 of 75 is now in the books here for Yescar at Michigan. The Blue Sky Pro series here is making its debut at Michigan for the season. John Gregg, I think he won while we were gone on our little cruise to the Bahamas. But now we're back. He is back in the lead. Got J-Cam chasing him down right now. Still good racing here in the lead. J-Cam and John Gregg are kind of pulling away from the third and fourth place drivers. Kel Spicer and Joe Sullivan kind of separating, but it's going to be Keegan Fleckenstein who's making a move to the inside of the 15 of Joe Sullivan right now. Behind him, we're seeing a battle between Wayne Whitley and the 3 of Matthew Hott. Keegan Fleckenstein is there, and he has cleared the 15 of Joe Sullivan. Fleckenstein now down to the inside, and he clears, and now to 3 of Matthew Hott. He gets past Wayne Whitley. Oh, Wayne Whitley into the wall. The 16 of Whitley gets in the wall, and he makes a recovery. Behind him in the 33, behind the 19, chasing him down in 9th. That's going to be the 33 of Jim Groletsky. Was taking a look back here to battle for 10th. That is Big Duke from Big Duke Sim Racing. He is chasing down the 17 of Brandon Mayfield. Right now, Duke down to the inside, taking the low line. He's got a Hornet's Nest behind him. He's got to get past him. He's at his bumper. We got some action behind him. Keith Powell, he's got a Hornet's Nest around him. Here comes Mark Thompson on the inside. I'm sorry. Here comes Justin Robinson on the inside of the 19. They're still side by side going through the trioval right now. Keith should have the advantage going to the corner. And Keith definitely does, and he clears them as they go through the corner here, 1 and 2. Lap 11 of 75 here at Michigan for the Yescar Blue Sky Pro Series. Chad Pot theme for the follow. Guys, make sure you join us next week on Wednesday, April 2nd. We'll be racing at Rockingham, and practice begins at 8 p.m. if you're one of the racing member series. We'll try to go live a little bit earlier, around 8:45 p.m. to give you guys all the racing practice, all the racing coverage, and broadcasting will begin around 9:10 p.m. Right now, Big Duke moving inside your top 10 right now. He finally got by. It looks like the Wayne Whitley dropping back right now. Big Duke now moving to the inside of the 17. They're now side by side. Whitley right outside the top 10, trying to stick with them. Duke is there, and he sticks with them, falls back in line, but he's not going away. In front of the 17 of Mayfield, that's the 33 of Jim Groletsky. Check back in on our leader right here. Greg Ham has still got control of this race. But it's your top 5 that's pretty much alone here. Your top 5 has a big gap on the rest of the field. Joe Sullivan on the rear there. The 9 of Fleckenstein in 4th. In 3rd, that's the 66 of Kel Spicer. And the 85 is Jake Ham. And the 30 is John Gregg. We're at lap 13, 14 at the line. This is your top 5 here at Michigan, and they are pulling away from the rest of the field as they come across the start-finish line. Awesome racing right here so far at Michigan. Clean racing. We've only had 1 caution so far. You see a battle starting to form already in 3rd. Let's get on board and see what's happening with these guys. Riding on board the 66 of Kel Spicer. He's battling for 3rd. Spicer's got a run in the draft right here. He takes a peek to the inside. He lets off going to the corner. Maybe trying to take a little bit more of a higher run here down the back stretch. This top 5 still alone and still single file here at lap 15. Riding on board right now in the 16th position. It's a 002 of Josh Laughlin. He follows up the rear here of our major pack. Riding on board the 78 of Big Duke, he's involved in a hornet's nest right now. The 19 of Whitley on the high side, the 17 above him. That's going to be Brandon Mayfield right now, which right on board with Groletsky, so he gets a better view of the action going on in front of him. The 17 of Mayfield goes high. Groletsky's on that low line. He's got Big Duke in front of him. Big pushes coming from the 17 right now. Mayfield all over the bumper of the 33 of Jim Groletsky. He pushes him deep into the turn right now. The 78 of Big Duke, he's on the inside of Whitley. He switches him up and goes high. Duke goes high and sticks it up there. Whitley goes up to get into the draft line. Right now, Groletsky looking to the inside of Joe Sullivan. He has the 12 pushing on his high side. That's Andrew Winans. We have a new leader, Jake Ham, to the lead. Looks like John Gregg may have some issues here. Let's try to take a look and see what happened here with the leader and why he lost the lead as we were riding on board with some action throughout the field here. This was earlier on in the race right here, the 85. Right now, if Jake Ham, he was able to pass the leader of the 30 of John Gregg, who's been in control of this race all race long right here. Oh, John got out of the draft, down the track, loses the grip, and he gets out of the draft right there, not liking what he sees. He definitely moves to the front. Let's go back to the live action. It's Kel Spicer to the lead here on lap 18 as they head towards the start-finish line. Behind him, you have the 9 of Keegan Fleckenstein. He follows up the rear of the 85 of Jake Ham, following up behind him. The 15 of Joe Sullivan's down there. You saw the 304 on the bottom of the track. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm not totally sure, but we may be seeing the beginning of green flag pit stops. Let's ride on board with our 3, Matthew Hott. He's leading up this rear pack right now. But ladies and gentlemen, if you're not keeping count, but Big Duke, he is absolutely just counting them down one by one. We've been tracking him from 12th all the way up to 7th now. He is moving through the field up 15 spots. Since the start, he now moves to the inside. Big Duke is now on the inside of the 3. They're side by side on the exit of 2. Oh, the 3 touches the wall but clears it. Falling in behind them, I believe that is the 50. That is going to be Ryan Q. Fleming. Big Duke makes his move to the inside and clears the 3. Duke up the track now, but here goes the 3 back to the inside. Is he able to clear? Side by side down the back stretch. Oh, and he clears him. He cuts the nose of the 78. Duke goes down to the inside. The 3 lets off early. We are watching a good battle here for 6th place. The 3 cuts down to the track, trying to cross over Duke on the exit of 2. And he does. They're side by side. What a battle here. Oh, my God. This is absolute. This is great. This is great racing right here between Matthew Hott and Big Duke. Big Duke goes down low now. He's going to slide up the track. Well, no, he stays down low. The 3 goes high. They're side by side on the exit of 4. Duke gets loose, but he saves it. It falls back in line here. We're at lap 23 of 75. We're almost a third of the way through this bad boy, and we're seeing battles all over the track. Duke back to the inside of the 3. Side by side on the exit of 2, Duke back in line. Riding back on board with our leader to 66 of Kel Spicer. He's got the 9 of Fleckenstein on his rear. Oh, wrecking in front of the leaders. He goes down low. I believe we got a car in the middle of the infield there. That was a little sketchy there, chat. Well, I thought we were going to have a situation for Kel Spicer was going to have to play dodge him, and you start to see those 6 of Kel Spicer and the 9 of Keegan Fleckenstein pull away. Pull away here. The top 2 is making it look easy. Back there in the third, the 85 of J. Cam, the 15 of Joe Sullivan, and your pass leader, the 30 of John Gregg, battling it out back there. Matthew Hott, he is in 6th right now. He was leading that pack. A lot of good action right there. Duke now getting some action around him. He's got the 19 of Whitley on his outside. Whitley makes the pack. Let's ride back on board here. Whitley on the inside of Jim Groletsky, side-by-side racing here. This is the battle for 7th. Wayne Whitley making a stick to the inside line. Groletsky goes high, falling into the line. The 3 of Matt. Oh, wrecking behind him. Ryan Q. Fleming. Oh, the wrecking Duke. And the 12. Oh, that's Andrew Winans. Oh, big wreck on the backstretch. Josh Laughlin being collected. They're wrecking the 17 involved. Huge wrecks on the backstretch. We have our second caution of the race. Oh, my God. Not what you want to see right there. We were just riding on board. And we saw Ryan Q. Fleming get into the wall. It's an absolute graveyard on the backstretch here at Yescar. Chat, what was going on there, man? Can we get a... We got to get a little bit of a replay there, Chad. That was absolutely insane. Let's get on board with Ryan Q. Fleming here. Let's see what happened here. Watching a replay of the second caution of the day right now. Riding on board with Ryan Q. Fleming. He was involved in the action. You have the 17 on his inside of Brandon Mayfield. Oh! Mayfield and Duke make contact. Fleming goes high to try to get around. It looks like they have a save. Oh, but then the 17 comes up the track and wrecks them. Oh, what a move. Oh, that's rough. Man, that's rough. Whew. As we get back to live right now, we have Jamie DeVoe right now on the pole. But we have cars on the pit lane. That's what's going on right now. Let's get on pit lane. Not one time. Not one time have I ever hit the right button coming off pit road. There's the 85 of J. Cam. It looks like he won the battle off pit road right now. He leads the field off pit road. John Gregg in 3rd. Keegan Fleckenstein in 4th. Joe Sullivan in 5th. Kel Spicer in 6th. Jim Groletsky in 7th. Wayne Whitley in 8th. Mark Thompson in 9th. And Scott Tapley round out your top 10. So notable names outside your top 10. Big Duke 12th. Ryan Q. Fleming, who was involved in that accident, in 13th. Brandon Mayfield, he still looks like he's still on pit road. Keith Powell in 16th right now. And it looks like we have tons of cars throughout the field still getting repaired on pit road as we speak. And then a little bit of a correction, just up one position for every driver you see. So that puts J Cam on the pole. Matthew Hott will be in your top 10. So just everything that we said earlier, just up one position. Big Duke in 11th, like we said. Ryan Q. Fleming, Big Duke, who are involved in that accident earlier right now. Daniel Willoughby, right now, he's in 14th, or 13th. Brandon Mayfield's going to restart in 14th. The field is bunching back up right now. The official pace car now getting in front of the field here on lap 27 at Michigan. What's going on, brother? How are you doing, man? Thank you guys so much for the likes. It's good to be back, guys. Voice feeling much better here for Yescar. We're going live here tonight for Yescar, and next week we're going live from Rockingham. Practice begins at 8 p.m. We'll start streaming around 8:45. Broadcast coverage begins at 9:05 to 9:10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Thank God we're in daylight time. Pace car is coming off pit road right now. Get on board with our leader, the 85 of J Cam, the 30 of John Gregg, going to battle it out here. The green flag is out. The 85 paces the field. He takes a good lead off now. The 15 of Joe Sullivan follows in behind. The 30 moves up in front of Sullivan and makes a good block for second. Fleckenstein falls in behind them in the 9. Spicer follows up in 5th. Gorletsky in 6th. Wayne Whitley in 7th. Mark Thompson in 8th. Matthew Hott in 9th. Big Duke up 12 spots in the start. He's up to 10th place. Should be some good battling right now here in the top 4. We see the 30 of John Gregg trying to close to the bumper of J Cam, but Ham is covering his butt right now. He goes to the lowest part of the track to take the shortest distance around. He does not want them to get a run to his inside. John Gregg sticks to the bumper there. He's a little bit off. And he takes a look down low, but that's going to be Joe Sullivan. Oh, and he cuts the nose right there. Sullivan goes back high, trying to cross him up. Gregg's out of the groove right now. He's out of the draft, but he slides back in. The 15 of Joe Sullivan moves up to second. Sullivan's got to make a move right now, but John Gregg wants second back. Sullivan takes a look to the outside. He's going to cross him up to the inside now. They're side by side battling for the lead. Lap 30 of 75. They come across the line. Joe Sullivan is there to the inside. John Gregg in 3rd. Who did they choose? Sullivan slides up the track now to block any run from John Gregg, and they stick in line, exit out of 2, and we are single file. Good driving here in 2nd, but he's got to battle his way. Trying to play offense and defense. He's got the 30 who's hungry. But here comes Keegan Fleckenstein. Fleckenstein looking for 3rd right now, but the 15 of Joe Sullivan all over the bumper of the 85 of J Cam. Here comes John Gregg. He goes to the low line, trying to get anything off the bumper of the 85 of J Cam right now. Sullivan, though, back up to the high side, and he sticks to that mid-line. 85 Ham in that clean air right now, but Joe Sullivan got a little bit of a run right here. Side-by-side racing back here behind them. Wayne Whitley and the 3 of Hott were battling it out. Right on board Wayne Whitley. Here comes the 11 of Scott Tapley. Duke on his bumper, side-by-side racing now. Duke takes a look to the inside right now. Wayne Whitley got pressure from all around. It's getting hot right now. Here comes Matthew Hott. 3 wide battling it out right now. Here goes Whitley on the outside of Jim Gorletsky. Jim Gorletsky in a sandwich he does not want to be in, and he gets out of it right now. Tapley moving up through the field right here. This is some great battling back throughout the field. Oh, Wayne Whitley into the wall. Whitley able to save it out of 2, though. We remain green flag conditions here. Matthew Hott, Scott Tapley battle it out here, battling for 6. Gorletsky on his bumper. Let's get up here on Kel Spicer. Keegan Fleckenstein battling out. John Gregg getting to the bumper of Joe Sullivan right now. Gregg getting a little bit more aggressive. He's got the 9 of Fleckenstein covering his bumper right now. They're trying to get in line, getting a little bit of draft working. Jake Ham pulling away. John Gregg pushes the 15 in the corner right now, but the 15 Sullivan able to get a run right now. Gregg comes out of the corner. He's going to get to the bumper and push him down the back stretch again. These two trying to work together right now, trying to get a run together to catch the 85 of Jake Ham, who's pulling away from the field. Absolutely, Chris. It was an awesome throwback paint scheme. Kyle Larson has great paint schemes for whatever reason. Oh, we had to turn off the little preview there, save some resources. The 15, Joe Sullivan, takes a peek to the inside right now. Fleckenstein gets a little bit loose. Oh, leaders, don't battle it out just yet. We have a battle back here, Foreman. Tapley and Matthew Hott battling out. Here comes Big Duke to the inside as well. Tapley is there. Can he clear the 3 Hott? Matthew Hott sticks a lot. Oh, we got a blinker. The 11 of Tapley. He is back. Matthew Hott sticking to the outside. Here comes Duke. Duke says, let me get a piece of that quarter panel, baby. And he wants something to the inside of the 3. Oh, Duke's still there, and he gets to the bumper of 3. The 85, Jake Ham breaking it out low. Duke's going to send it out to now to the inside of the 11. The 11 of Tapley falls in behind the 3 of Matthew Hott. Duke goes low. Let's check on Kel Spicer and Keegan Fleckenstein right now trying to battle this out. Kel Spicer gets a little bit high. Let's get back here to this action. Tapley and Duke battling out. Big Duke down low. He shoots in to the inside of Matthew Hott. Duke is there, and he falls back in behind the 3. He clears the 11. Duke sticks it off the wall, but here comes Scott Tapley. He's to the inside of Duke. I feel like Big Duke has been battling nothing but some hard-ass racing. Pardon my language here. But the Yescar Blue Sky Dart Pro Series is seeing some good racing here, battling this out for 7th position. In front of them in the 3, Matthew Hott. He's looking at this action behind him, and he doesn't want any part of it. The 11 of Scott Tapley, but Duke, he falls in front of the 3 of Hott. He picks them 2 for 1, baby, and he gets them on the exit of 2. And Duke takes away not just 7th, but also 6th. But now he's got the daunting task of chasing down the lead pack. The 9 of Keegan Fleckenstein. The 11 of Tapley gets to the bumper. They got to work together to catch that lead pack. Let's get back on board with our leader, Jake Ham, right now catching some lat traffic. Ladies and gentlemen, as we like to do this every once in a while, we're going to do our version of Crank It Up. We'll mute the mic. We'll mute the music if you're listening to it on the Tiki-Talkie side. And you get right on board here. Let's get to it. as we make our way back here. It's a good battle right here for second place right now. Riding on board the 85 of Jake Ham. He's got the 9 of Fleckenstein on his bumper. And the 30 of John Gregg battling around him. The 66 of Kel Spicer makes his way to the lead right now. Good action and racing right here. Battling for third right now. The 30 of John Gregg. He's taking a peek to the inside. But here comes the 9 of Fleckenstein. He wants third from the 85 of Jake Ham. Ham was leading this race, but Spicer takes away the lead. Sullivan taps the wall back there. Does the 9 of Fleckenstein have any grip left to make it stick to that inside line? The 85 still sticking to the outside, but right now John Gregg covering the bumper of the leader. Fleckenstein is there, though, to the inside. Good battle for third right now. Definitely not a bad battle to be watching for us here on stream. Here at Yescar, we see these battles all the time in these 87s. These guys make it stick every time, and we don't think they can. This is a tire wear problem. There's definitely some tire wear issue here as we get later in this race. We're at lap 45, getting ready to be lap 50 here of 75, which will put us 2/3 of the way done. Right now, the 66 of Kel Spicer. He is in control of this race. The Canadian Nightmare takes him down the backstretch on the exit of 2. John Gregg in the 30. He is chasing him down in that Pennzoil Pontiac. And they come down through 3 and 4 here as they chase down lap 50 in just a few more laps. Good action happening back here. We're watching a battle for 6 right now. Duke in the 76, chasing down the 3 of Matthew Hott. That's the 11 of Scott Tapley in tow. Jim Groletsky off in a distance to get back on board. It was that Joe Sullivan now chasing up the rear here. Get a chase view of our top 5 right now as they try to chase the leader. Spicer with good control of this race. Fleckenstein trying to find his way up into second right now. A hungry John Gregg, who was the leader, who led the first 20-some-odd laps of this race, lost the lead and has not been back since, but he's now up into second place, up 4 spots since the start. In that 15, Joe Sullivan up 15 spots, no pun intended, since the beginning of this race right now, up to 5th place. He's trying to battle his way up deeper inside this top 5. One of our biggest movers in the wrong direction in the 00, Daniel Willoughby right now. The Good Things Brewing Labatt Chevrolet. He's got a beautiful paint scheme in the 00 right now. He's out here chasing down the leaders. He's trying to get a caution right here to get a bunch back up, and he'll battle his way back up inside the top 10. Check it on the 304, Keith Powell. Down 6 spots at the start of the race right now. He's battling his way through here. Big Duke, he wants some feel goods right now. He's on pit road. Looks like we had some damage right there, probably didn't know about. I was riding on board with the leader, the 66 of Kel Spicer. He brings her out of 4 right now. We come up on lap 50 of 75. Afterlife, what is going on, brother? How are you doing? This top 5 has been bunched up by themselves for most of the race since about lap 30 here. As we come up on lap 51, next time by Kel Spicer in control. John Gregg in second. Keegan Fleckenstein in third. Jay Cam in fourth. Joe Sullivan in fifth. Matthew Hott in sixth. Scott Tapley in seventh. Jim Gerletzky in eighth. Wayne Whitley in ninth. And in 10th, we have Jamie DeVoe. Coming up in 11th and a 50, we have Ryan Q. Fleming in 12th. We have Mark Thompson in 13th. We have Brandon Mayfield in 14th. We have Daniel Willoughby. We got to figure out what happened to Big Duke right here. He fell outside the top 10. Yo, we're doing good right here. Racing at Michigan. We have 25 laps to go here in Yescar. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Never Pine. I am the official voice of Yescar. I want to thank you for joining us tonight as we come into 24 laps to go here. This is the Yescar Blue Sky Pro 87 series. We want to thank the race director, Nick Giles himself. We want to thank everyone, including Keith Powell. O'Keefe says yes, Big Duke. We want to thank good old Captain Killam. We want to thank Joshua Dillahaw, who's also a race director of the Truck Series. We'll be racing tomorrow night. Make sure you join us here. We'll be going live for the Truck Series. Pretty excited about that. Lots of good racing right here. Make sure you guys join us next week. We'll be racing here, going live at 8:45 p.m. Broadcast coverage begins at 9:05 to 9:10 p.m. as we'll be going live from Rockingham. We look forward to a good racing here at a very legendary track and some very fast and high horsepower cars. As we come up, 22 to go, next time by on the line as the leader takes them to 3 and 4. This has been a very clean race. Only 3 cautions on the day. The top 3 starting to form out right now. Sullivan falling back in 4th right now. Just checking on comms, making sure we're not missing anything right here as we come up to 22 laps to go. Hope everyone is having a wonderful night. If you're here watching a particular driver, let us know you're watching in the chat. If you're watching on the Purple, Red, or TikTok app, let us know. Calm race so far. Very calm race so far. Coming up 21 laps to go. Jay Cam getting a little bit more antsy, even second right now. Fleckenstein trying to keep up with the leaders right now. But Spicer trying to run a clean race right now. He's got to be perfect. The 30 of him has, the 30 of Greg, John Gregg, has not made a mistake in second either. As Spicer's been perfect, Greg's been perfect. These guys are going to look to whoever can make the first mistake, and they're going to pounce. app and the red app.